Hey everybody, John JMC here. So I thought I'd do a little video and we'll talk about this 5-inch gauge class 37. Now I know what you're all thinking. No, I haven't quite gone to the dark side yet. This isn't mine. So the work I've done on this, I've basically been asked to do by a company, and then this is going on to its new owner basically. So yeah, I've done the work on this model. So basically I've left the roof off just so I can talk you through it a bit briefly, and basically just show you. So obviously we've got the two 12-volt batteries there, big speaker down that end as well, and there's a little plug just tucked down the side here which goes to the roof fan. And then we come down this end, and this is where I've done a fair bit of work. So we've got here the Fossworks receiver unit, and we've got the Fossworks transmitter unit. And basically what this is doing is this is basically tying into the existing 4QD system, which is underneath this amplifier here. And then the two wires come out DCC and go into this box here. Now inside this box here is an ESU 21-pin decoder. We have 4 relays in there as well, and a line level converter just to go to RCA on the amplifier here. Now basically this controls full DCC sound inside the model. Now for years and years and years we've had monster cool models like these, but in my opinion they've always lacked sound quality. They've always lacked the DCC sound. You know, we've got phenomenal sound files in 00 gauge models, but when it comes to the 5-inch gauge stuff, for some reason we're lacking. Now regular viewers to the channel will know that obviously my wife has an 08, and I've done the same sort of conversion to her 08, and this is basically what sparked the conversations into me doing this particular model here. You may recognize it if you've been around the 5-inch gauge. So it's not a new model per se. It's been around for quite some years now, and it's done the rounds between various different owners. Yeah, when the opportunity came to put sound in a class 37, as many of you know, I am a big lover of a class 37, so yeah, it had to be done. So yeah, so we've got the system inside here, we've got the switches involved here as well. So we've got the 12 volt with the 24, and then we've got a drive system. So basically what this is doing, this is disabling the motors on the bogies so we can rev it up. So in this case we're going to have that one and that one on, and this one's going to be left off for the meantime, because obviously I don't want it driving off anywhere. So yeah, that basically disables the 4QD and stops the motor drive from happening. So yeah, what I'll quickly do is I'll quickly pause the video, and I'll get the roof on, and yeah, we can check it out as well. We'll also have the smoke unit working as well, because obviously it has quite an adverse effect with the smoke unit as well. So yeah, right, give me 2 seconds and we'll be back. Okay, so 2 seconds for you guys feels like a good sort of 10 minutes for me, but anyway. So yeah, I had to put some water in the smoke unit as well. So yeah, basically roof's on and we're all connected up and the power's on. We've got the Fossworks TX4 DM. The DM is the Deadman's, so this has Deadman's and driver vigilance. So it's a case of you can't just tape the button shut, you have to remove your finger and press it when the driver vigilance goes off, but we'll go through that and show you. So we've got sound, turned it down quite a bit so we don't annoy my neighbours, and yeah, what we'll do is I'll fire it up. I'll give you the effect of the cold start actually, so I need to activate 11 to start with, and then we can fire it up. So the smoke unit will basically run just on the cold start, and then basically once we get into idle, the smoke unit will then stop as it goes into idle. And then what I'll do is I'll blow the horn a few times, that kind of thing, and what we'll do is we'll take you through some of the features of it as well, and we'll drive it as well. Well, we won't drive it, we'll rev it up basically. So nice long throaty cold start, and basically you activate the cold start by going F11 before you start F1. Basically if you just go straight into F1, it just does a normal warm start. And of course we also get the added advantage as well that if we change direction, he says. There we go. So we get different horns as well. So we've now settled down into idle. Hopefully you guys can hear that. What I should probably do is probably come and stand here. I say that and then the camera can't pick it up very well. So yeah, we'll go back here. But yeah, so what I can do now is basically if I drive this model, so engage drive, we have to go dead man's, and then what we can do is we can slowly increase the throttle. So yeah, as we get the first sort of drive step up, the second one, so every time we increase the throttle, we get a plume of smoke out of the exhaust. And then we get to a certain point in the throttle where we're obviously motoring along, and we've got the loco buzzing along at full throttle. So we get the system doing that. That's driver vigilance, so I have to release and push the button again. But yeah, at this point it's a case of the smoke will just keep coming, and then when I've throttled off there, you can see the smoke's died down. Sorry, it's quite awkward to do this one-handed. But yeah, and then of course the other thing, I need to put it back into neutral to stop the dead man system engaging. But yeah. We've got all sorts of different things on here as well. So for instance, if you do just want to drive with the smoke, it's a case of you can put F11 on and it can sit there in a side, F12 excuse me, and it can sit there in a siding. Turn that off, and if we go F11, this is very hard to do one-handed. And F10 as well changes the direction of the lights, etc. So we can shut it down. Just on button 1. What we'll do is we'll quickly fire her back up with a warm start. So literally just push the button again. What I didn't show you before with F11 was F11 is actually using the roof fan. I'll turn that off. So you can spin down. There we are. So there we go. So really cool to say I've worked on this model. rather annoyingly really fancy a 5-inch gauge 37 of my own. Admittedly though, you can ask the wife. Probably not going to happen because it's a fair old weight, and I doubt it will fit in either of our cars, but there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave some comments down below. Many thanks. Bye bye.